What's up, cool people? How's everybody doing today? All right, so I got a couple of things I want to mention right off the bat. First off, I think it was the last stream on Saturday, but the smoke detector went off in my apartment for no apparent reason. There's been no smoke, anything like that, but it went off again earlier today. Again, no smoke, nothing. The closest thing I did was running my dryer, which, okay, yeah, maybe that had a slight effect on it, because, like, I don't, I'm not, like, piping the air from that outside, but still, that shouldn't have set off the smoke detector of all things. It makes no sense. Anyway, if it goes off again during this stream, I'm gonna have to tell my landlord because I've got windows open to, air things out. So hopefully it won't be an issue. But if it is, yeah, I'll be taking more serious measures to get it fixed. Also, in case you missed this past Saturday's stream, I've got a different camera angle. I am doing it a little different to not have the microphone blocking my face sometimes. So, also, quick shout out. This maybe could have been said on Saturday. I don't know. Actually, I think it was after my stream. So anyway, shout out to the Rico is Rico for the latest follow, and of course anybody else who has followed along the way. The support is much appreciated. I am trying to work on something regarding the background and whatnot. Mostly for the gaming scene that I have, because it's not too big of a deal in the other ones. But let me know what you think on that, ideas that you have. I tried using chroma key, but that wound up making the entire webcam feed and window and all that kind of stuff look weird. I tried a particular background removal plugin, and so far I have not found a setting yet where that allows where it allows OBS to still run smoothly. So yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, I think that's about all I've got to say before we start getting into the Bible study. I'll go ahead and run our usual ad break on Twitch while I switch the scene, and I've got one little thing I want to experiment with in the meantime, just to see if it works. I set up something new with my chat bot, and I want to see if it'll work the way that I'm thinking it'll work, or if it's only under certain other circumstances. I've got a timer thing that might kind of sort of be like a command as well. I'll be testing that out to see if it works like a command while the ad break is going on. But anyway, all right. Ad break on Twitch, and then Bible study time. Doop-doo. Okay, should be coming here sometime soon. There we go. All right. Hop on over to this scene. Oh, yeah, I did also increase the Bible study window size so that I could not have the ads running on this side all the time. Because nobody needs to see those ads. Especially not the ones from the one time when it was supposed to be like, I think it was Gold Bond skin cream stuff, but like it was weird. And it was showing like unnecessarily revealing pictures of people. But anyway, all right, let me check if this chat thing will work like I'm thinking it will. I don't know if it will, though. And I'm not even entirely sure I set it up right to do that as I'm thinking. Or the way that I'm thinking it will. Let's see, did that? No, okay. Anyway, I set up another timer thingamajig that's supposed to be like an intro sort of bit, something about myself and what I'm doing here. It's also kind of the like, yeah. I tried to make something that would show up in the chat that would basically be equivalent to like a sales pitch ish, or elevator speech, you might say, for what I'm doing. At least it'll show up on Twitch, I think. But it looks like it's going to behave just like a timer rather than like a command as well. But anywho, just wanted to test that out. I also need to double check and make sure that I got the spelling correct. So, anyway, testing stuff out is done. Suppose it is about time for Bible study here. So, let us get started. Alright. Wow. Sure hope the frame drops that are coming through OBS aren't going to be a significant issue the entire time. It seems like it's coming mostly from the network and not OBS itself. I've got a stats window popped up in OBS now to actually take a look at that kind of stuff. Why? Why are you giving me such issues? Anywho, I'm gonna try to move along. It'll still be okay, especially now that I've started recording. But really? Okay, why? Why is it having such a major issue? I did nothing in OBS that should be causing this problem. I hate when my network just randomly gets like this. I'm paying the bill, so that shouldn't be the problem. It's just, Okay, I'm almost wondering if turning on my ad block would make it better. Because I'm seeing all sorts of ads popping up along the side of the Bible Gateway tab that I have open. I don't know. Anyway, all right. Seems like it might have settled down for the moment. Sorry about all that. Okay. Bible study. Here we go. For real this time. All right. So, we're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 8 right now. And the past couple of chapters basically involved the Philistines taking the Ark of the Covenant, getting cursed by God because it was there, returning it to Israel, and then Israel basically, moving it between a couple of different places, and kind of as important, if not more important, at least for the story here, Samuel is now like officially instated as like the leader in Israel. And they basically gave him the title of judge, similar to the judges from the previous book of the Bible. Well, 2 books ago in the Bible. But yeah, so he's like their main leader now, officially. And pretty much right when that happened, he wound up, basically pleading with God to help deliver them from the Philistines who were about to attack again. And God drove them away, so that further solidified his leadership credentials, so to speak. But anywho, okay. That's all we got for context, pretty much. So, let's hop into this. This is going to be 1 Samuel chapter 8. As Samuel grew old, he appointed his sons to be judges over Israel. Joel and Abijah I don't know if that's how that's pronounced, but whatever. His oldest sons held court in Beersheba, but they were not like their father, for they were greedy for money. They accepted bribes and perverted justice. Finally, all the elders of Israel met at Ramah to discuss the matter with Samuel. Look, they told him, you are now old, and your sons are not like you. Give us a king to judge us like all the other nations have. So, this is where Israel officially starts asking for a king. Even though God had previously told them that they really shouldn't have a king, because if they did, he was going to do all sorts of things to take advantage of them, and, basically things wouldn't go well. But the part of the reason they're asking for a king right now is that they're concerned about their leadership in the near future, because Samuel's old and because his sons aren't doing their jobs correctly. So, their motives aren't the worst. The idea of what they think they want, though, still isn't good. What they should have asked for was maybe for him to appoint another judge, or, find/discern one for them. But that's not what happened. They asked for a king specifically. So, then we get to verse 6. Samuel was displeased with their request and went to the Lord for guidance. Do everything they say to you, the Lord replied, for they are rejecting me, not you. They don't want me to be their king any longer. Ever since I brought them from Egypt, they have continually abandoned me and followed other gods. And now they are giving you the same treatment. Do as they ask, but solemnly warn them about the way a king will reign over them. And really, his warning should end up being a reminder to them rather than anything new, because it was already stated, I want to say, back maybe in Exodus or Joshua or somewhere around there. But in any case, the Lord is telling Samuel to go along with it, reassuring him that it's not his fault, that it's not him that they have a problem with, that it's the Lord that they have a problem with. But also God is saying, look, they've been rejecting me since I brought them out of Egypt. This is nothing new. We'll let them do this thing, and, they can see how it works. Whether or not God is, meaning well in that line of thinking, it's not really stated, but ultimately I think it's kind of almost a concession that it was bound to happen because of the continual rejection of the Israelites, or the continual rejection of God by the Israelites is probably the better way to put that. So, anyway, then we get to verse 10. So Samuel passed on the Lord's warning to the people who were asking him for a king. This is how a king will reign over you, Samuel said. The king will draft your sons and assign them to his chariots and his charioteers, making them run before his chariots. Some will be generals and captains in his army. Some will be forced to plow in his fields and harvest his crops. And some will make his weapons and chariot equipment. The king will take your daughters from you and force them to cook and bake and make perfumes for him. He will take away the best of your fields and vineyards and olive groves and give them to his own officials. He will take 1/10 of your grain and your grape harvest and distribute it among his officers and attendants. He will take your male and female slaves and demand the finest of your cattle and donkeys for his own use. He will demand 1/10 of your flocks, and you will be his slaves. When that day comes, you will beg for relief from this king you are demanding, but then the Lord will not help you. I might as well wrap up the chapter since we're so close. But the people refused to listen to Samuel's warning. Even so, we still want a king, they said. We want to be like the nations around us. Our king will judge us and lead us into battle. So Samuel repeated to the Lord what the people had said, and the Lord replied, "Do as they say, and give them a king." Then Samuel agreed and sent the people home. So, by the way, we should not assume that this was shortly after Samuel had been instated as judge, because it says at the top of the chapter, as Samuel grew old. And it said in the previous chapter that he served as Israel's judge his entire life, essentially. At least from that point on. So, Samuel gives them this warning, basically that the king is going to take a bunch of their stuff for himself and demand all this extra work from them just to serve his own needs, or desires, more like. And the assumption is that, the king will be taking all this on top of the things that they're normally supposed to give to the Lord. In fact, it might not even be encouraged at times to give the things to the Lord that they're supposed to, because this king is going to take more from them, and they might not be as able to give to the Lord as they should. Real quick, hey Ukulele, I know I'm looking over here because I've got the chat window over there at the moment, and I changed the camera angle lately, so I'm not having the microphone blocking my face. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, Ukulele. We're reading 1 Samuel chapter 8 right now. That's where I am in my progress reading through the Bible. So yeah, the Israelites request a king. Samuel gives them this warning that there's going to be a bunch of bad things for them that will come from giving them a king. But they say, we don't care, we still want a king. We want someone to, officially be leading us, both in battle and in, just everyday life and how we should live, kind of things. Sort of like what Samuel had done up to that point. Really, most of the judges were rulers of that sort, at least, assuming they lived long enough to have more of the, spiritual leadership. Some of them weren't so great at that, but that was kind of what people expected and assumed of them in that role. But now they're saying, okay, we want a king instead who's going to do all the things and lead us like the other nations around us, because we're not sure this whole judge thing is working out, especially with you being old and your sons not doing their jobs right. So, long story short, Samuel and the Lord have agreed to give Israel a king. Eventually, it's going to look like Samuel described. Maybe not right away, but eventually. Anywho, let me look into the footnotes here before I wrap anything up. So Hebrew says commanders of thousands and commanders of 50s, rather than saying some of the men that he drafts will be generals and captains in his army. Same general gist. The point is, though, that some of the men, rather than having almost a militia-like army where it's just the people themselves deciding, all right, we're going to fight to, you know, stop whoever's attacking us, or to, go take this land that the Lord set aside for us, or whatever. It's going to be more like official military kind of stuff. At least, I'm trying to think of modern day terms that would compare. Footnote there at the word cattle, as in the Greek version, Hebrew reads young men, but he will take your male and female slaves and demand the finest of, I guess it would say, your young men, then possibly young men and donkeys. Either way, point being, eventually the king would end up just, taking things away from them for his own purposes. People to do work for him, animals for his own, feasts and maybe offerings. So, yeah, despite all these warnings, the people still want a king. So, probably a bit begrudgingly, Samuel goes along with it because the Lord has told him that he should agree with them and do what they say. So, anyway, that's kind of it for 1 Samuel chapter 8. A little on the short side there. Also, I'm thinking I may want to actually move a little bit closer if I can. Although, I don't know, that might require even more awkward of a hand position for me. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll move on to the next chapter. This one's a little bit longer. Yeah, I got to take a bit of a better look at what's coming through the stream. Zach Lee, welcome. How are you doing? I'm slowly but surely trying to work on minor improvements to the stream, especially visually. As for me, I'm, for the most part, doing all right. Still, got a decent job situation that's pretty flexible lately. In fact, it's flexible enough that I'm just going to, so my dad is actually in Texas visiting from Pennsylvania, because that's where I'm originally from. That's where my family lives, up in Pennsylvania. But he's down in Texas on a business trip, about 2 hours roughly south of where I am. So on Thursday, I'm probably going to go down maybe after I have lunch, and then, we're going to try to meet up for dinner down around there. I think he's got some sort of meeting or something going on earlier in the day, so I don't want to get there first thing in the morning, because then I'd be waltzing around just without really much of a plan. But anywho, so yeah. Anyway, all that to say, doing pretty well. The stream has seen better days. I really don't know why it's been dropping as many frames as it has today, but oh well, that's just kind of how it be sometimes. Seems to be more of a network issue than a computer issue. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not even, literally, I've got a stat box in the bottom right corner of my OBS window, and most of the frames that it's saying have been dropped are due to the network, not OBS itself. It would be OBS itself if I tried to do some of the other visual things that I had in mind. Yeah, so, like, I don't know. I'm starting to question some of my decisions regarding my internet provider. Because recently it seems like they've bumped up my rates, although it seems like a lot of internet providers have bumped up rates for a lot of people. And, like, the quality of it seems to fluctuate significantly at times. But anywho, it's enough about that. It is what it is. Feel free to let me know if it's causing any major issues or anything. But otherwise, I'll just keep pressing on for now. I mean, yeah, well, okay, so, like, I went with my current internet provider, which is Spectrum, by the way, because, you know, it seemed like they had a lower price than AT&T and, you know, similar, you know, speeds and whatnot. Other providers would have been even cheaper, but lower speeds. But I'm questioning the reliability of those numbers now. Anywho, enough about that. Suppose we'll continue on with the Bible study. So, on to the next chapter. All right. So yeah, we are looking at 1 Samuel chapter 9 now. Last chapter, long story short, Israel asked for a king. Asked Samuel for a king. He had been, you know, kind of the primary leader. They would maybe say judge over Israel. But he was getting old, and his sons that he had appointed as other leaders, I think maybe even priests. Actually, let me double check that real quick. Did he appoint them as priests? No, he also appointed them to be judges. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that we got that right. And yeah, they were not doing their jobs very well. So, because of concerns about future leadership, the people of Israel asked Samuel for a king. He asked God about it. God says, yeah, it's okay. They've been rejecting me for a while anyway. So Samuel gives them a warning, but they still say they want a king. So now, this chapter is immediately after everything has been settled that they're going to get a king, and Samuel will appoint one for them. So, without further ado, here we go. 1 Samuel chapter 9. There was a wealthy, influential man named Kish from the tribe of Benjamin. He was the son of Abiel, son of Zeror, son of Becharath, son of Aphiah, of the tribe of Benjamin. Names. Anyway, his son Saul was the most handsome man in Israel, head and shoulders taller than anyone else in the land. Okay, like, it mentions his height immediately after saying he was handsome, almost as if the two are equivalent. I mean, I'm sure the beauty standards were different back in those days, but, like, I guess the saying tall, dark, and handsome had to get a start somewhere. Now, the dark part might not apply so much in this case, although living in the Middle East, it's not far-fetched to think that they would have had at least fairly tanned skin. So, not saying this was I don't know. I was gonna say advent of that phrase. I don't know if that's the best word, but needless to say, I'm not saying that this was the start of that saying, mind you, but maybe some of the expectations haven't changed so much over the course of time. Anyway, so Saul, big, tall, handsome guy, son of a guy named Kish, who was wealthy. Anywho, verse 3. One day Kish's donkeys strayed away, and he told Saul, "Take a servant with you and go look for the donkeys." So Saul took one of the servants and traveled through the hill country of Ephraim, the land of Shalisha, the Shalem area, and the entire land of Benjamin, but they couldn't find the donkeys anywhere. Finally, they entered the region of Zuph, and Saul said to his servant, "Let's go home. By now my father will be more worried about us than about the donkeys." That could very well be true. I am all too familiar about parental worries regarding their children because of, having experienced my parents, my mom in particular, being worried about me being gone a particular time or two. Not to mention, on top of that, all the times, even when I've lived here and, anytime there's been, severe weather in this area, I get some sort of message, usually from my mom, that's like, "Hey, you okay? Heard there's a big storm down there." So, yeah. Parents worry for their kids, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just is what it is. So anyway, they look for these donkeys and seem to be unsuccessful. Then verse 6. But the servant said, "I've just thought of something. There's a man of God who lives here in this town. He is held in high honor by all the people because everything he says comes true. Let's go find him. Perhaps he can tell us which way to go." So, this is while living... this is somebody who's supposed to be living in Zuph, apparently, which I guess was where Samuel was. I know Samuel is the person that he's talking about, even if he doesn't mention him by name. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, point is, they're going to maybe go see a guy who could direct them to where the donkeys have gone. So, yeah, also, Mark's safe from living in the South. I mean, there's severe weather all over the place. The main reason my mom worries so much is just because, I'm living so far away. So, she doesn't have an idea firsthand of what the severe weather is doing at any given moment down here. Anywho. Okay, so they're going to go see some wise dude around where they ended up while searching for the donkeys. Verse 7. "But we don't have anything to offer him," Saul replied. "Even our food is gone, and we don't have a thing to give him." "Well," the servant said, "I have one small silver piece. We can at least offer it to the man of God and see what happens." In those days, if people wanted a message from God, they would say, "Let's go and ask the seer," for prophets used to be called seers. "All right," Saul agreed, "let's try it." So they started into the town where the man of God lived. I'm assuming this is Samuel they're talking about, but let's not assume too much until it actually happens. Memory's failing me a little bit on that. But, all right, so the servant has a silver piece. There's a footnote there that says it's a quarter shekel of silver, which would have been about 0.1 ounces or 3 grams. Now, it doesn't specify the value of that. But with it being silver, there's got to be at least a little value to it, right? So they're going to go ask the man of God, who apparently was sometimes called a seer. Maybe there were multiple men of God around different towns that would have been referred to as seers, but Samuel would have been the primary one for sure. So, yeah, they're going to go try and see this dude. Verse 11. As they were climbing the hill to the town, they met some young women coming out to draw water. So Saul and his servant asked, "Is the seer here today?" "Yes," they replied. "Stay right on this road. He is at the town gates. He has just arrived to take part in a public sacrifice up at the place of worship. Hurry and catch him before he goes up there to eat. The guests won't begin eating until he arrives to bless the food." So they entered the town, and as they passed through the gates, Samuel was coming out toward them to go up to the place of worship. So yes, it was Samuel they were referring to. I guess this whole question that they ask about, is the seer here today, that might be part of the reason for this whole parenthetical note about, people saying, let's go ask the seer. Because up to this point, Samuel hadn't really been called a seer officially anywhere in the scriptures, anywhere in the preceding verses. So they ask where he is. The women say, go to the town. He'll be at the gates. Maybe you can catch him before this, what did they say it was? Some sort of offering, sacrifice, yeah. And an associated feast. So they hurry to the town. They get there, and right about when they're getting there, Samuel is just about to go to make the sacrifice. And then we get to verse 15. Now the Lord had told Samuel the previous day, "About this time tomorrow I will send you a man from the land of Benjamin. Anoint him to be the leader of my people Israel. He will rescue them from the Philistines, for I have looked down on my people in mercy and have heard their cry." When Samuel saw Saul, the Lord said, "That's the man I told you about. He will rule my people." So, turns out Samuel also got a word from God about somebody coming to see him, and that would be the one that he should anoint as king. And that person is Saul. Notice up here says Kish from the tribe of Benjamin. Kish was his father. Saul. That means Saul was also from the tribe of Benjamin. So they meet, and it might end up being a little bit more than what Saul was expecting. But let's see what happens. Verse 18. Just then Saul approached Samuel at the gateway and asked, "Can you please tell me where the seer's house is?" "I am the seer," Samuel replied. "Go up to the place of worship ahead of me. We will eat there together, and in the morning I'll tell you what you want to know and send you on your way." And don't worry about those donkeys that were lost 3 days ago, for they have been found. And I am here to tell you that you and your family are the focus of all Israel's hopes." Saul replied, "But I'm only from the tribe of Benjamin, the smallest tribe in Israel, and my family is the least important of all the families of that tribe. Why are you talking like this to me?" No, Zach, wrong seer. Seer. Anyway. Samuel's a steak. Anywho, so Saul is unsurprisingly confused. This actually sounds a lot like, I forget if Gideon was from the tribe of Benjamin. I think maybe he was, but in any case, Saul's reply seems a lot like what Gideon said when he was approached by, I think it was an angel of the Lord, some sort of messenger of God. And he's like, "What, are you kidding me? I'm from the smallest tribe. I'm from the least important family of that tribe. Like, really? You're saying Israel's hopes rest on my family? Nah." But Samuel has told him to do these things, so you would think he's going to comply, because he was there to see the seer. You don't argue with what the seer says, because they're known to have, God's word and his insight. So if you want to, do what the Lord says, you listen to the seer. He also has reassured them that the donkeys have been found, which makes it all the more apparent that he is in fact a seer and has insight from God into things that otherwise would not be knowable. So, anyway, if I recall correctly, Benjamin was the tribe. Yeah, Benjamin was the tribe that got in trouble toward the end of Judges for doing some bad things and basically wound up getting into a war with the entire rest of Israel. So it's that in part is the main reason Benjamin is the smallest tribe at this point, because they hadn't recovered from that in all likelihood. At least not very much. So, yeah. In any case, though, Saul is just absolutely baffled that his family could have such an important position or be so important related to Israel's future. Anywho, let's continue on with this. Verse 22. Then Samuel brought Saul and his servant into the hall and placed them at the head of the table, honoring them above the 30 special guests. Samuel then instructed the cook to bring Saul the finest cut of meat, the piece that had been set aside for the guest of honor. So the cook brought in the meat and placed it before Saul. "Go ahead and eat it," Samuel said. "I was saving it for you even before I invited these others." So Saul ate with Samuel that day. Place of honor, further emphasizing Saul's importance here. And the meat might have been seared, although I don't know if they really would have cooked it like that so often back then. Probably would have been more like roasted. Or maybe boiled, I don't know, but... Anywho. So... Samuel knew that all this was going to happen and pretty much had this all planned out. Yes, he invited 30 special guests, apparently. But this was the plan all along. So that's why he winds up saying, I was saving it for you even before I invited these others. So, like, I'm wondering if Saul might have seen these other kind of important people and wondered, okay, I'm more important than these people? No, really? But he's being honored in this way because he's about to be king. So, yeah, anyway. All right, let's wrap this up. Verse 25. When they came down from the place of worship and returned to the town, Samuel took Saul up to the roof of the house and prepared a bed for him there. At daybreak the next morning, Samuel called to Saul, "Get up. It's time you were on your way." So Saul got ready, and he and Samuel left the house together. When they reached the edge of town, Samuel told Saul to send his servant on ahead. After the servant was gone, Samuel said, "Stay here, for I have received a special message for you from God." Oh, really? Special message? I wonder what that could be, but I guess we'll have to get that later. Footnote there, as in Greek version, Hebrew reads, "and talked with him there." So it would read, Samuel took Saul up to the roof of the house and talked with him there. Which, okay, yeah, I mean, sure, why not? That there was bound to be some talking involved anyway. Preparing a bed for him there, also makes it clear that he stayed the night. Of course, that's also made clear when it says at daybreak the next morning. So, Anyway. So, yeah, now Samuel's got some special message for Saul that he doesn't even want Saul's servant to hear, apparently. In any case, this is the start, at least, of their interactions and kind of the setup for Saul becoming king. But that seems to do it for 1 Samuel chapter 9. And that kind of covers the 2 chapters I had planned for this week. Yeah, it looks like the anointing is coming in the next chapter, which will be next week. But, anywho. Hold up. Just had some major freezing on my end. Okay. Good grief. All right. So that does it for the planned Bible study. Okay, real quick. I apparently am going to have to take a look at my chat bot here real quick. Because it is not doing the thing that I set it up to do. For some reason. It says it's enabled. I don't know why it's having issues. Let me just remove the alias from it and see if that is what's causing the problem. Anyway. Alrighty. Well, now that Bible study and other things like that are done, actually, sorry, distracted brain because of taking care of that. So what that was supposed to do is I wanted something in there that would be equivalent to like an introductory statement for people who might be coming into the stream and don't really know a whole lot about what I do. Also kind of me working on my elevator speech. Must have a great compressor on your mic. Sounds great, never peaking, and when you speak away from it, it's still picking your voice. I mean, I remember doing a little bit of research into this microphone. I think it might have actually been recommended by a friend of mine who was a telecommunications major in college. So yeah, I trusted him pretty decently to know what kind of microphone would have been good. And it was at a pretty good price point. I think this was like $70, which is not too bad at all. But I'm finding it's really great at directional sound, like being able to pick up what's, in the speaking direction of the microphone and less of what's coming from other directions. But anywho, so what I wanted to get the chatbot to say in my whole elevator speech pitch thingamajig that I'm working on, you can let me know what you think of the latest rendition of it. But it should say something to the effect of, what's up, cool people? My name's Matt. I'm trying to think of what else it says there. Anyway, should be like, what's up, cool people? My name's Matt, aka that random Christian gamer. I go by that name on my streams because I'm just a random Christian playing random games, hoping to connect with random people to help answer their random questions about God. I did not have an elevator speech until I recently got some input on, maybe needing to have one to some effect. Anywho. So, now that I've got that little, squirrel brain tangent out of my head, it's about time that we transition over to video game stuff, because that's the other plan for the day. So, Twitch people, y'all are gonna see an ad as that happens. And for the sake of anybody watching on YouTube, though, I will pull up a little music to play in the meantime. And in case I wind up being away longer than I expect. So, let me go ahead and get that ready. Oh, hey, there we go. It's working now. So, okay, hold up. Just having an alias for that message made it not work. That's weird. Oh well, better to learn it than to not have a clue. But yeah, so that's the general shtick. You can let me know what you think about my elevator speech. But that's the current iteration of it. So, anyway, all right. Let me just go ahead and work on that transition then. Oh, geez. Okay, I'll do that after I come back from the break. But I see what you're doing there, Zach. Oh, boy. Okay. Break time. Be back in a bit. Alrighty. Get into the game now. I'm gonna wait until I start recording this gameplay stuff before I do any accents or anything. 5 minutes is a long time. Ish. That's what I'm going with for the moment. If that winds up seeming like too much, then I'll adjust it in the future. But that's just how I will end up talking, like, in between any cutscenes or anything like that. If there are other scenes where there's character dialogue and it's not already voice acting built into the game, then I will instead try and voice act the characters as somewhat accurately as I can. So, this is going to be interesting, having to go back and forth with all that, but we'll see how it goes. And all right, here's my official 5-minute timer. I don't know if you can see it very well with the lighting and all that, but it's there. I have it set for 5 minutes, and I will start it once I hit record here, because I'm also making YouTube videos while I do this, in case you didn't know. So, here we go. Alright, so we're back with more Kingdom Hearts. I have done some things in between episodes, mostly finding yellow trinities and collecting chests and whatnot. And basically just leveling up, finding a lot of things, completing a lot of stuff. There's one or two things I specifically left not completed just because I wanted to have them in a recorded episode. Now, there has been a request on Twitch for me to do some voice acting. So that's what you're going to get to hear a little bit of, even more so than usual. And in between the accents, it has been requested, in between the voice acting, it has been requested that I try and do my best Christopher Walken impression. We'll see how that goes. But just so y'all watching the video aren't confused as to why I'm randomly doing that. Anywho, here we go. Timer starts now, by the way. By the way, this is a voice-acted scene here. For me, anyway. Looks like you found the other one. Let me see it. Okay, wait here. I'll get it installed right now. That's my Sid voice, by the way. Or, wait. That is my Sid voice, by the way. I forget sometimes. I need to talk a bit different.
Well, just remember what Donald said to you. No frowning, no sad faces.
How can you be so cheerful? There's still no sign of your king. Aren't you worried?
But right now, I don't want to, talk over what's going on in the game too much.
The king told us to go out and find the key bearer, and we found you. So as long as we stick together, it'll all work out okay. You just gotta believe in yourself, that's all.
Just believe.
I believe in you.
You know, Goofy's voice can be quite entertaining for children, because it just sounds so goofy. And I really have no clue how these people are supposed to sound. Well, Kairi maybe a little bit, but she's even younger, and I'm terrible at female voices. So, I'm not sure I'm even gonna try and attempt that. Small fragments of light survived in the hearts of children. I don't... That almost sounds even weirder. Doing a Christopher Walken voice over top of this. Alright, wait. Oh, grandma voice, what would that be? Watch me start it and, like, not have any time left in it. But someday, a door to the innermost darkness will open. That's my grandma voice-ish. And the true light will return. So listen, child, even in the deepest darkness, there will always be a light to guide you. Believe in the light, and the darkness will never defeat you. Your heart will shine with its power and push the darkness away. Do you understand, Kairi? Kairi? I assumed that was Sora's voice there.
Huh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Kairi? Did you call me?
Now Sid's back. I installed that navigation gummy. But you know, that place is crawling with Heartless. Don't say I didn't warn you. Here, take this along. Alright, so we got some other piece for the gummy ship that's supposed to let it transform. I'm not sure what that means, really. I've never bothered with doing transformations on the gummy ship models I've built. Alright, let's make sure we save before we get out of here. Now there's one other thing I'd like to do before we get to the next world in the game. Oh geez, Donald now. I cannot do a Donald voice. I'm just gonna do something, I don't know, kind of scratchy. I don't know. Alright, let's head on to the new world. Well, hold on, Donald. We don't know what's out there. Why don't we revisit other worlds first? I'm sure we'll find some new items. Okay, now that that's all done. Timer's up, by the way. I know it was mostly cutscene, so I'm not sure that was exactly fair. Feel free to tell me if you don't think it was. But anyway, we're heading to Olympus now. So now you've gotten to hear... that was a legitimate attempt at a Goofy impression. My Donald. My Sid impression. My grandma voice. My Christopher Walken. And I guess kind of... I don't know. Sora's voice doesn't seem all that out of the ordinary, so I just kind of talk like myself when I'm doing his voice. Alright, so, I'm coming back here, and I specifically saved the Yellow Trinity for a reason. Because I actually went to do this when I wasn't recording and realized, oh wait, I think this is about to reveal something important. So let's do this thing now. Get my webcam out of the way for what's probably going to be a cutscene. It's the keyhole. Sometimes I think they put the keyholes to the different worlds in like different placements just because they wanted to show off, like, different animations for sealing them. Alright, so I guess that was it for that. Phil doesn't have anything new to say because of that, does he? Nope. Okay. We will save again so we don't lose any important progress. But otherwise, at this point, I think we'll be heading to the next world in the game, because I've already done basically everything else that there is to do in all the other worlds of the game. So I kind of followed Goofy's suggestion before he even suggested it. We gotta warp here first, and then travel to the next world. Okay, select world. Notice an even... I don't know. I was going to say a darker color, but I'm not sure it's that much darker. Anyway, a totally different color of the stars for the battle level. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 9 or 10 stars there? It looks like 10 to me. I will say, I'm glad I decided to, you know, custom make the gummy ship model in between recordings and such, because some of this stuff later on in the game wound up being real hard with the basic version. Yeah, also, I have boost, so I can go through some of the just empty parts quicker. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Nobody ever likes that feeling. Ow. Okay, there we go. We have arrived in Hollow Bastion. Granted, that's kind of where Captain Hook said... So that's where Captain Hook said Riku went. Oh, wait, maybe not so much cutscene to start with. I don't know. You know what? I'll keep voice acting Goofy just because it's fun. Gosh, look at that. I know this place. Do you now? Well, that's strange. I wonder why. I feel this warmth inside, right here. Not voice acting Donald, though. You're just hungry. Hey, I'm serious. Roar. Let's go. What is roaring? I'm sure most people already have an idea. Especially anyone who's played this game. Okay, so... I know there are things that can be done with some of these bubbles, at least, that will take you to, like, different treasure chests and things like that that you wouldn't get otherwise. Speaking of treasure, we got a life gummy, which is fine, I guess. There's more treasure down below there, though. How would I get to that? Do I need to maybe hop into this bubble? Nope, that took me to the same place as the other one. That's not helpful. Can I? Yes, okay. I'm like, can I get this chest up here? Alright, got a Blizzara ring. That's, I don't think anything really new, but yeah, worst case scenario, we sell it to buy more stuff. Dalmatians! I'm trying to remember how many of those I've gotten in total so far, but it's most, if not all of them that I could have up to this point. Alright. Maybe this bubble will take me to... Yeah! Open! Meteor gummy. That's all we get down here. Yeah, but now I gotta redo the whole thing from the start, going across these platforms. Oh well. I'd rather do that than end up missing something that's really good. I don't see any indication of treasure under the water here.
No vessel, no help from the Heartless. So tell me, how'd you get here?
I simply believed. Nothing more to it.
It's the beast.
When our world fell into darkness, Belle was taken from me. I vowed I would find her again, no matter what the cost. I believed I would find her. So here I am. She must be here. I will have her back!
Take her if you can.
Was back handspring really necessary?
Stop!
So, you finally made it. About time. I've been waiting for you. We've always been rivals, haven't we? You've always pushed me, as I've always pushed you.
Riku.
But it all ends here. There can't be two Keyblade Masters.
What are you talking about?
Let the Keyblade choose. Its true master. Maleficent was right. You don't have what it takes to save Kairi. It's up to me. Only the Keyblade Master can open the secret door and change the world.
But that's impossible. How did this happen? I'm the one who fought my way here with the Keyblade.
You were just the delivery boy. Sorry, your part's over now. Here, go play hero with this.
Goofy, let's go. We have to remember our mission.
Oh, well, I know the king told us to follow the key and all, but...
Jeez.
Slower, slowly.
Loses the Keyblade, loses his close friends that he's done all this stuff with.
Hey, don't move! You're hurt.
Why? Why did you come here? I came to fight for Belle. And though I am on my own, I will fight. I won't leave without her. That's why I'm here.
Me too. I'm not gonna give up now. I came here to find someone very important to me.
Not like I have anybody else to put in the party. So I feel like they kind of put Sora in the situation they did, in part to just add some extra similarity to the situations that, you know, he and Beast have at this moment. Well, whether or not that was the purpose of it, that's kind of what it feels like is going on here. Like, the two of them have both lost a lot. They're looking for somebody important. And they're just gonna, you know, fight tooth and nail to get what they came here for. No, I can't go that way, but I don't know if I should. Ah, geez, attacking the Heartless doesn't work anymore. It still lets me gain MP, though, from hitting them, which is interesting. I could still use magic, right? Magic still hurts them. But I'd be using my MP way faster than I would gain it. Oh, jeez. This kind of dude. Oh, jeez. Beast, stop blocking my view. Okay. The gates are shut. I guess that means I do have to go elsewhere. Alrighty. What does this do? Okay, that gets the thing moving up there. I don't know if I'm supposed to ride that just yet, though. Maybe, maybe not. I'll do this first. Oh, yay, more Heartless.
Thunder!
Yeah, let's be real here. Beast is doing most of the work at this moment. This takes me. Oh, okay. I always forget where I am and am not supposed to go early on in this world. Got a fire ring. It does make me wonder. He's got a blizzard ring, but I bet you I can give him something better. Even if it's something that I have a multiple of. I could give him a Blizzara ring. That has multiple. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, and then we'll save real quick. Can't go there yet, because there's a gate thing in the way. But we got a bubble. Wonder who had the idea of making bubbles a major method of transport here. Alrighty, so we get this, which moves those around. I can't go anywhere if I do that first. So let's try this other one here first. Okay, that opens that up. Which, if I do this now, that means I can get to this. All these buttons I gotta press. I'm not usually a big fan of pushing people's buttons. Alright, that takes us up here, which... Oh, jeez.
Thunder!
Alright, well, I put my 2 cents in there. Sounds like a door's open. Head back to the castle gates. Okay, so I guess that's what I needed to do. Good. I didn't just, like, entirely accidentally my way through all that. Is that the one that I need next? Maybe. If I do that one, and then this one. Yeah, there we go. Hold up. Now I gotta remember which way I'm trying to go here. I think it's this way? Yes. I used MP, so save point is helpful for recharging that. I just figured while I'm there, I might as well save.
Here!
Not to mention, you know, if I'm honest, I'm also a self-diagnosed save-aholic. I save at every opportunity that seems reasonable, pretty much. Unless the game has autosave. Then I'm a little less inclined to do that. Okay, so I can push this thing. I'm probably supposed to push this thing, but the question is where. First off, let me push it back here so I can get up to this treasure chest. Got a mithril. Do that, which pulls out a platform. Hello. Okay. Another treasure chest over here. Paper gummy. Not too sure what that does. Maybe in some, you know, in-between recording moments, I'll, oh crud, I pushed that too far, didn't I? Maybe in some moment between recordings, I will check out what some of these gummy blocks do. Haha. I found another way. Jumping across here. And this leads also to the waterway. Just a different part of it. Where there is treasure. On the other side of this wall that Beast just broke. Thundaga gummy. Okay, I think that's all we can do here. Well, that's kind of disappointing, because that means I'm missing something, and we'll have to probably be missing it for a while. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe there's some other way down there. Maybe I'm just supposed to get it from that other part of the waterway I was at before. I don't know. So here, can I? Nope. Nope, can't get up there yet either. Trying to see if there's a way that I can get to some of these places that are up a little higher. And it seems not yet.
Thunder!
There's really not much point in me attacking these enemies with regular attacks.
Here! Thunder!
I'm just gonna, you know, give him a little poke every now and then. Add a little bit to my MP. Loose charge. Well, I can still gain tech points from them. Nope, too soon.
Thunder!
Oh, didn't even mean to go in yet, but okay, fine. Whatever. I don't need the experience that badly. Cutscene. So, this is where all the princesses have gone.
Oh, purest of hearts, reveal to me the keyhole!
Well, there's Belle. I feel like there wasn't really much revealing going on there, so much as it was enabling access to.
Be on your guard. They're close. I can feel it. Are you ready for them? No?
I assume that was supposed to
Quit
at
while
least
you
look
can.
like Belle turning into a Heartless.
Not without Kyrie.
The darkness will destroy you.
You're wrong, Riku. The darkness may destroy my body, but it can't touch my heart. My heart will stay with my friends. It'll never die.
Really? Well, we'll just see about that.
Ah!
gonna go anywhere.
You'd betray your king?
Not on your life. But I'm not gonna betray Sora either, 'cause he's become one of my best buddies after all we've been through together. See you later, Donald. Could you tell the king I'm really sorry?
Hold on, Goofy! We'll try them together! Well, you know, I'm for one and one for all.
I guess you're stuck with us, Sora.
Thanks a lot, Donald. Goofy.
How will you fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon. My heart!
Your heart? What good will that weak little thing do for you?
Although my heart may be weak, it's not alone. It's grown with each new experience, and it's found a home with all the friends I've made. I've become part of their heart just as they've become a part of mine. And if they think of me now and then, if they don't forget me, then our hearts will be one. I don't need a weapon. My friends are my power.
What?
Friendship. Okay. Forgot that I had the counterattack ability equipped. It still isn't exactly going smoothly. Thanks for the heal, Donald. This playthrough really has me thinking people that complain about Donald not healing just don't know how to customize him right. I mean, there's some moments where he doesn't quite heal when you need him to, but it's not as bad as people make it out to be. Now. I'm just here guarding like crazy. Okay, that one, I'll admit, was poorly timed. Yeah, we're getting there, we're getting there. Nope, there we go. Oh, come on. So close. There we go. Yay! More AP for Sora. Okay, come on.
So, your heart won this battle.
Learned White Trinity. Oh, geez. There are so many places where that could be used. Literally every world. Hey. I don't know why it's giving me a bunch of health stuff now when it, like, just automatically healed me anyway. Okay, well, some of these have items, though, so guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna act like I'm in a Zelda game and smash all the pots. I don't think there's anything there yet. I say yet specifically because I'm pretty sure eventually there's something at that fountain thing. Got a high potion there. Another high potion there. So, I could go that way to the library. Or if I... Well, I can't go this way yet. There are 4 sockets. What goes in them? What indeed? Well... Perhaps we shall discover the answer in the library. Books seem to be arranged alphabetically. This is the A shelf, and there's a book missing. Okay. Comma, volume 8. I assume that's how that would be pronounced. K shelf. Put that in, and ta-da! Magic moving wall. Oh. Speaking of things that move. Am I... I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be able to hit this. Maybe not yet. I don't know. I can't get over there yet. Hey, that chair looks familiar. That's the one where the old lady was sitting, talking to Kyrie in that earlier cutscene. Can't hit that. What is going on? Why can I not? Okay. Theon, volume 6. Also, we'll take that because that doesn't belong. Mava or Mava? I don't know. We definitely have not gotten the yellow one that goes on the A shelf. Oh, hello. Green Trinity. Yeah, maybe that's one for the A shelf. Hazel. Yeah. That seems about right. That's... Okay, that's where Theon goes. It's a button. Push. The door has... Okay, so that door's unlocked now. What is this? That's an end shelf that still has a missing book. I thought for sure I could, like, slide down the rails here. Also, is there something special going on with the ceiling there? I don't think so. Certainly don't remember doing anything with those. Oh. Yeah. That's right. Speaking of the ceiling and things up high, I can walk across these. Ultima Gummy. Oh, duh. I don't hit it. I just do that. Gotta love it when you unintentionally overcomplicate things. Okay, really? This should not be taking this many turns. There we go. Open! AP up. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's right. Sora gained some AP earlier, too. Okay, I'm not seeing any other shelves or any other bookcases with any treasures on top of them. Mega Potion. Okay, but now I'm going to be going around and getting all these, too. I'm pretty sure these are all just a preset number of times you have to spin it. Well, maybe not for this one. Because it seems to keep coming back to the same spot. As if... like, well, okay, that time it went a little further over. Okay, yeah, it's just a preset number of turns for every single one of these. Okay, then. While I'm down here, I know I got the book for the A shelf, so I can put that in place. Maybe we will reveal some more of the library's secrets. Okay, we will take the blue book here. It's Saleg? Crud, which one did I have? Oh, no, I don't want to put volume 6 there. Take that. Put it over here. Okay. And then... blue book goes here. And now we have an alternate way of getting through all this stuff. Hey, there's a book. And that's an N. Pretty sure that goes upstairs. Nahara. Nahara? I don't know. Hey, got another green book. That goes back downstairs. Okay. Hold up. Got myself turned around a little bit there. Alright. Another book on the shelf. Oh, that one moved a little different from the others. Now we have Hafet. Hayfit? I don't know. We got a purple book, which goes up here in this spot. Seems like that might be all the books. Another passage. Okay. I think that's all the book placing to do in the library. Real quick, gonna look at items, go ahead and use, well, actually, let me take a look at Sora's abilities real quick here to see if adding one more AP is something I would want at the moment. Not particularly. I like Stun Impact, I'll give him that, but Sonic Blade, meh. Slapshot, meh. I don't like using the physical MP costing stuff. I could use the AP up on Donald and give him Lucky Strike. There's a number of things I could potentially do with Goofy if I used it on him. But, you know what, for now I might just save it. Back to the entrance hall. Just at a higher level. Okay. Sweet. Let's, got a piece of that. Oh. I'll betcha I'm gonna need to use fire on these.
Fire!
Are there others that I need to get? Yeah. Also, this is how we get all the pieces that go in that one door at the lower level. Doing basically all this stuff up here.
Fire!
Oh, I need to move you. Perhaps in this direction. No? How about this way? Yeah, okay. There we go. That's in place. Another treasure chest has shown up down there.
Fire! Fire!
Still haven't gotten all of them yet, eh? Stone is etched with a thunderbolt.
Thunder!
That seemingly activates that lift in the middle, I'd imagine.
Fire!
Or maybe that's not a lift. Maybe that's just where another piece is. Okay. Emblem piece. But there are these lifts on either side of it. Alright, now where did that one treasure chest appear? That's HP. I don't need HP. There's another emblem piece. And the final two are down here. And at the fountain here. Before I put those into that door there was one other path I could take from the library, but I'm not sure I'm supposed to yet. I don't know. Might just go ahead and save and check out what's in that direction. Because I get a feeling, a door with a heartless symbol, not exactly, you know, not exactly going to be just a tiny little insignificant thing behind it. So let's see what's over this way. Lift stop. Oh. Okay. Ooh, hold up. Why did I even... Gravity!
Force!
Yeah! Open! Dalmatians! Well, worst case scenario, I'm doing this when I shouldn't, and, I've wasted a little bit of time. Oh yeah, but then there's somewhere you go where you can actually, like, change the direction of that, and... all that just to get up here and get another chest, pretty much, at least for the moment. And it's a gummy block. Not that gummy blocks are bad, but they're just not a particularly crucial part of the game. And all the way back down we go. And they don't let you skip. I can't even pause it while this is going on. Because why would you want to pause it? If you could skip, then, you know, being able to pause would help. But otherwise, it does nothing for you. Okay, gonna save one more time. And I think that'll actually do it for the episode. Seems like a good spot to stop before we go into that other door that requires all the emblems. But, I say the episode, stream is not over yet. Also, seems like my network has been a little better as of late in the stream, so yay for that. Anywho. Might as well just keep chugging along here. No sense in, well, suppose I could get myself to the door before starting another recording. I could also take a closer look at the abilities and stuff. So if I gave that 1 AP to Goofy, I'd probably just give him Berserk here. Either that, or I would get rid of Rocket and Cheer, and then I could use all 3 of that to give him MP Rage. That's also a somewhat reasonable possibility. Also, now seems like a reasonable time to run an ad break while I'm figuring stuff out and not doing anything super interesting. But that'll just be the Twitch people. Donald. If I gave Donald that 1 AP, I'd probably just give him Lucky Strike. Although, hold up. Let me just remove Berserk and give him Lucky Strike. Duh. There's nothing Sora isn't already equipped that I really want all that badly. Could I get rid of a couple of things to equip something else? Maybe, but none of it is anything that I really want that bad. So, all things considered, I think I'm actually going to use this AP up on Goofy. That's like the one stat boosting item that I will ever use on somebody besides Sora. Alrighty, abilities, Goofy. So I will remove Rocket and remove Cheer since I don't use summons that much. And give him MP Rage. Although what exactly he'd be using MP on as things stand, I don't know. But assuming he still has some kind of ability to use MP, that'll be handy. I'll be keeping an eye on that though, because if it turns out that he doesn't have anything that uses MP at this point, then I'll just shift it over to MP Gift, so then he can use his MP to give other people MP. Also, I'm realizing my webcam has been, like, kinda on the less ideal side of the screen. Because it looks like I'm looking away from the screen then, rather than at, like, the action that's happening in the middle. So, we'll see how that looks for the next bit of recording. Which I will start doing right here. Here we go. Alright, so we are in front of this door that needs the emblems that we're about to put in it. Also, I did a little bit of stuff with abilities of party members in between recordings. Alright, so we put all these pieces in place, one at a time. And the door opens, leading us immediately into a cutscene, I guess.
Why? It was mine.
Know this. The heart that is strong and true shall win the Keyblade.
What? You're saying my heart's weaker than his?
For that instant it was. However, you can become stronger. You showed no fear in stepping through the door to darkness.
This is the same
It held
guy
no terror for you.
who was talking to Sora back in the
Plunge
Destiny
deeper
Islands.
into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
What should I do?
It's really quite simple. Open yourself to the darkness. That is all. Let your heart, your being, become darkness itself.
This is not where I expected that door to lead me. Whoa, hello. Ow. Come on. There we go. Fine. Like, this guy's being a little more annoying than the, floating mage-looking things. Hey? And now we got more enemies.
Thunder! Come on!
Okay, but I was gonna go through here. Okay, this is not the same lift stop that we were at earlier. No, definitely not. But now I'm in that kind of situation where I'm like, do I want to go this way? I don't want to miss anything. But I also don't want to take forever being indecisive. So if I go here, that'll take me to the waterway. Tell you what, let me go back real quick. See what other options I have available. Oh, hello. Like, go ahead, do that again, I dare you. I blocked a little too soon there, I think. Oh, come on, I pressed hard there. Okay. So what does this do? To upper level. Okay, maybe that changes where this lift goes? Yes. Okay, so now I have gone to the upper level, but where does the upper level lead? Just to this. Okay. Fine. Why do I keep doing that? I have gravity in the shortcut menu. Technically Gravira, since, you know, we've gotten it upgraded. Okay, good to know that wasn't a major sidetrack. And we should never have to go there again. But where does this go? Oh. Yay. Wyverns. Problem is, if I go too far in pursuit of these enemies, then, I'm gonna fall off the edge. All the way down to where Beast and I were earlier. Yes. This way. Come this way. Okay, but if I keep following this, where does that take me? Doggone it. Too many options for things to do and places to go. I should be getting on this, however, so that I can grab this chest here. That's not a big deal. More Dalmatians. Can I activate this yet? No. Okay. That would be why it wasn't glowing or anything. Oh, because that was the one I did before. That'll lead me up higher. I don't know if I want to go up higher just yet. I know I keep kind of going back and forth now, but I think that is actually what will get me further. And if I want to make sure I don't miss anything, then I should go here to the waterway before doing that. Now. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. I was gonna try to block it after stepping in front of it there, but I didn't give myself enough time to do so. Thanks for healing me, Donald. Now all three of us can work together on this dude. Too early. Yeah, more enemies. But these enemies give lots of MP, which is good, because I kind of could use some. Ow. Ether. Try not to land on either of the platforms there, because I'm getting a feeling if I do, it'll take me to a different part, like a different little area. Okay. So we got a lift stop there, and we got the dungeon there. What might be in the dungeon? Well, enemies. Not surprising. It looks to be a treasure chest. A couple of treasure chests. Also not super surprising, I guess. Ouch. Blue Trinity mark. Bug on it. Thanks, Donald. My timing with attacking these guys isn't the best. At least not yet. Treasure. Ultima Gummy. Another one. Thundaga Gummy. Another one. Blue Trinity. What do we get? Okay, a couple items. And a bunch of health, I guess. And there seems to be nothing else down here. Oh, well. If I had Beast down here with me, that would be a different story. But for now, I suppose we shall go to the lift stop. Which... what is this? Okay, just an item and some MP. Cool. Definitely not arguing with it. Alright, so now we go back to this lift stop. So I could go back to the save point, swap in Beast, and do that other thing down in the waterway. Or I could save that for later and actually, like, make a little more progress while I'm recording here. These guys again. I don't want to fight more of you dudes. And, of course, it didn't even make its way over here. Hey, there we go. Yes. Give me something to hit that isn't gonna, you know, make me fall into the abyss. Okay. So, now, time to officially see where this goes. Yes. This thing. Big, slow-moving platform, upon which there is also occasional combat. It should happen pretty soon here. Any second now. Some sort of fighting. There we go. Now. Those enemies are a little bit annoying, but they're not too bad. Oh. And I have to examine that to keep moving along. As if it couldn't have just automatically triggered that when I defeated the enemies. Not like I would do anything else, so... Yeah. Unless it wants you thinking, hey, maybe there's going to be some more fighting. You sure you don't want to, you know, heal or do other stuff to prepare for more possible fighting? Okay, I got a couple cottages and a mega elixir. Another Thundaga gummy. All these gummy blocks that I may or may not ever even use. And we've got another lift stop, which has nothing else around it. No other options of things to do, so we examine and go up a little bit. Great Crest. Hello. Treasure. Orichalcum. Okay. Not a gummy block this time. And then this. Now, eventually, I think there's supposed to be other stuff that I could get by, like, gliding around between some of these higher platforms and some of the lower areas. But anyway.
Thunder! Come on!
See, whenever they're not over a precarious ledge or, you know, some other unprotected gap that I could potentially fall down, the wyvern enemies really aren't too bad. Which, if you don't know, those are the ones that looked like they could actually fly. Ow. Nope. Ow. Okay. Done with those enemies. Okay, this I'm pretty sure will just take me back to where I came from. This I need to get down.
Force!
I need to bring down, I should say. Thundara ring, that's not entirely new. What does this do? Lowers a platform, but not the one I need to get up there. At least, can't do that yet. Another lift stop, yay! All the lift stops. And I will say these dark ball enemies can be a little bit annoying, especially in larger groups. And Donald just gained some AP. All that fussing I did over AP in between recordings. And now I might end up with a completely different idea of what I'm gonna have enabled for some of the characters. Reef. Stop using the blasted thunder thing that somehow gives you a magical barrier around you too. Fine. I'll attack somebody else. Should I say something else? Okay, that one's gone. Ouch. Another one gone. Okay, I think we're good now. I'm gonna heal just because I can. The high tower. So the floating dark ball enemies around here, I called them annoying, and I really did mean annoying. They're generally not that big a threat. Because they don't do a ton of damage per hit. They are most certainly annoying, though. Now. See, that right there made it look like this particular enemy's teleporting thing just kind of didn't work that time. Makes me wonder if there's supposed to be a reason behind that.
Force!
I mean, I suppose, generally speaking, in most magic-related lore, that results can be generally unpredictable. What does that thing do? Well, I need to deal with some enemies first in order to have a chance to find that out. I was trying to wait for the HP orbs before I attempted to heal. And then Donald's just like, alright, well, I'll heal you, I guess. Actually, no, his attitude probably would be more like, I'll heal you, buddy. Oh, just hold on. Don't die on me. Alright, what does this do? Oh, that lifts that back up. So I can go here. And... okay, there's a treasure chest. And then there's another trigger thingamajig. I don't know what exactly to call it. Oh, jeez, I wasn't even locked onto the right thing. And examine. Oh, that's what... okay. That's what does that. Gotcha. Mega Elixir. But wait, there's still more. Another lift stop. Oh, jeez, there's a second one of these guys behind the first one. double ammo. Man, that was like instantaneous there. Like Donald knew that I was about to get hit and be low on health. Castle Chapel. That pause tells me there's a cutscene.
So, I see the path has emerged at last.
Yes. The
Riku, your voice
to the
changed.
darkness.
Unlock it. And the Heartless will overrun this world.
What do I care? The darkness holds no power over me. Rather, I will use its power to rule all worlds.
Such confidence.
Oh. Ah. Impossible. The princesses of Heart are all here. It must be her.
Without her heart, she will never be able to release her power.
The king's fools are here. I'll deal with them myself. You stay here and guard the princesses.
You're not moving very quickly there, Maleficent. And I think we're about to get another quick scene here, so... yeah.
I'm afraid you're too late. Any moment now, the final keyhole will be unsealed. This world will be plunged into darkness. It is unstoppable.
We'll stop it. After coming this far, there's no way we're gonna let that happen.
You poor, simple fools. You think you can defeat me? Me, the mistress of all evil!
Okay.
Come on! Come on!
A bolt of lightning strikes them now!
Come on! This is it! Thunder!
Alright, this dude's gonna be real annoying if I don't do something about it.
This should help.
Gosh.
Come on!
Yeah, the problem is... dealing with these guys means I stop attacking Maleficent. Who, of course, is the primary enemy here, but... really? Spent all that time going around dodging. Oh geez, no. No. Getting out of the way of that.
Come on!
Alright. At this particular moment, I'm fine with attacking this dude instead of Maleficent. Well, I thought she was doing the meteor thing.
Come on!
Nope, nope, nope. Getting out of the way of the meteors. You know what?
Give me strength.
I don't use summons very much. Let's shake things up a little bit. Although, I should save some MP.
See ya! See ya! See ya!
Okay, so there's that. What other summon could I use? I could go with Dumbo next. And then after Dumbo, it might be wise to use Bambi and regain some MP.
Gotcha!
Dumbo just completely staggers these dudes. Cool. Fine by me. Alright, well, since I've got a chance to attack Maleficent here, I will do that. Knock on it. More of these heartless dudes. Alrighty. Summons pretty much... Oh, crud. I can't summon anybody right now because Donald's down. Alrighty. Well, that's a thing. Oh, now Goofy's down too. Great. Yeah, this battle isn't exactly easy. I will grant that. Okay, Donald's back. Not Goofy yet. Well, now they're both back.
Heal.
Okay. Let me go ahead and summon Bambi. Regain some of my own MP. While I give Donald and Goofy a break. This is probably only making the battle take longer, honestly.
Come on! Thunder! Here! Thunder! Heal!
Yeah,
Come on!
like, you get a lot of MP from Bambi. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna be... Whoa, okay. I was like, I'm not gonna be scared of these meteors anymore, but, yeah, maybe I should still be worried about them.
Come on!
Yeah. Alright, now she's coming back this way. This is actually the less problematic place for her to be, in my opinion. Because then when she does the meteor thing, it's not like absolutely guaranteed. Well, I don't know. It's like you have more room to move off to the side. Hello, Owl. Nice to see you in the stream. And yes, this is indeed a fight against Maleficent. I remember it being tough, but I don't know if I remember this phase being quite this bad. Although, really, it's more so these, like, shield dudes that are the issue. Oh my gosh, and she just brought more of them out. Really? I barely even got a chance to attack her over here. And she's moving back to the other side. Great. Great. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try being a little more direct now. Ow. And now she's moving again. You set Donald and Goofy to attack other enemies than you. I'm not 100% sure about that in this game. I think so. You aim only from the left since they pick off the stragglers. Yeah, well, they've kind of been dying here and there. Two said stragglers, or maybe I should say getting knocked out. Since they're, you know, physically able to come back into the battle. Okay. As I was in the middle of my healing action, Donald's like, hey, let me heal you too. Oh well, okay. There we go. Battle done. Donald learned cheer. Obtained Ansem's Report 5. I don't think there's too much to do before going through that. Oh, there is a save point, though. Let me save real quick. Okay. So wait, Donald learned cheer? I don't know if that's really a big deal, although with the summons that I used just there, wouldn't be terrible. Sure, for now, why not?
Do you need some help?
Riku!
Is that?
Yes, a Keyblade. But unlike yours, this Keyblade holds the power to unlock people's hearts. Allow me to demonstrate. Behold! Now, open your heart. Surrender it to the darkness. Become darkness itself!
This is it. This power! Darkness. The true darkness!
It's a little crazy to think what Riku ends up doing later on in the series relative to how he acts here in this game. Ow. So far, nothing's been hurting too bad, although that's because Donald wound up casting arrow on me. I'll heal. I'm missing most of my health, so probably not a bad idea. And arrow's gone now. Oof. Oh, the fire is quite a problem. I was hoping she would do the slow turn thing like that instead of the like tail whip. Tail whip gets me practically every time. Doggone it. Okay. That time, I'll admit, Donald's timing was not exactly great. I guarded. My guard doesn't work against the tail whip. That's kind of unfortunate. Also, sorry if I'm not responding to chat so much at the moment. Kind of an intense battle here. Oh, jeez. Dang it. My main concern was keeping her moving away from where the fire was all set up. Okay, getting close. Nope. Man, I do not have a lot of MP left, though. Actually, you know what?
Get me straight.
Hey, since I'm lacking MP, let's bring in Bambi. Anyway, well, literally dived into darkness itself, survived enough to come back when Aqua went mad, and it destroyed himself. Hello. Doggone it. You like... The flame stuff is the worst. Especially the, like, semi-permanence of it. On it. Stop it with the fire. Why is it... Bruh, like, why am I stuck in the... Oh, man. That was quite a problem there for a second. Like, I could pretty much just magic my way through the rest of this battle. Except I think I might still need to land a physical blow to end it. I don't know. Okay. More cutscene. Well, that was close.
How ironic. She was just another puppet after all.
What?
The Heartless were using Maleficent from the beginning. She failed to notice the darkness in her heart eating away at her. A fitting end for such a fool.
Obtained Fire Glow. That's something for another summon. Okay then. There is, I believe, nothing else to do here. I mean, in this particular spot. There is more to do in Hollow Bastion, though. Another lift stop. Why are you gonna have a lift stop that I can fall off of the, like, edge of? Okay. Oh boy. Alright. So we've got Belle. We got Alice, who I still somewhat question the princessness of her, but whatever. I don't think Snow White was even really a princess until she got married to anyway, well, eventually she was, I guess. Jasmine, okay. Cinderella marries a prince. Aurora, born a princess. Snow White was a princess before? Okay. I feel like that wasn't exactly spelled out very well. Or it's just been that long since I've seen Snow White.
Kyrie! 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 Open your eyes!
It's no use. That girl has lost her heart. She cannot wake up.
What? You're not Riku?
The keyhole cannot be completed so long as the last princess of heart still sleeps.
The princess? Kyrie's a princess?
Yes. And without her power, the keyhole will remain incomplete. It is time she awakened.
Whoever you are, let Riku go! Give him back his heart!
But first, you must give the princess back her heart.
Ah, you know what? You're right, Owl.
Don't you see yet?
About Snow White.
The princess's heart is responding. It has been there all along. Kyrie's heart rests within you.
Try not to talk much during the cutscene, though.
Kyrie's inside me?
I know all that there is to know.
Tell me, who are you?
It is I.
Okay, I also have another thought related to
The Seeker of
Kyrie and
Darkness.
Sora's hearts being connected and that kind of stuff.
So, I shall release you now, princess. Complete the keyhole with your power.
So, like,
Open the door. Lead me into everlasting darkness.
I do remember there being like an audio tape story of Snow White that talks about, quote, her vain and wicked stepmother in reference to the queen. So, yeah, now that I'm remembering that, okay, fair enough on Snow White.
There's no way you're taking Harry's heart.
Fighting time.
Come.
As for Kyrie and, like, the heart connections and whatnot, I'm realizing... Okay, can't block that. Okay, seriously? It's not gonna let me land any hits on him right now? What is going on here? Oh, sure, now he does the thing that I could actually block and maybe get a hit on him. There we go, jeez.
Show me your power.
Sword is like an octopus. Except octo heart instead of... But no, so like if you think about the stuff from Kingdom Hearts 3 and like the heart connections established in that game and how people can like travel between hearts and whatnot or whatever, like that's in a way that kind of makes even more sense of the whole Kyrie and Sora heart connection thing. Okay. I might need to actually focus a little more on the fight, though.
Show me your power.
Nope. Really?
Now witness true power.
I forget if I can block these. Yes, I can. Ow. Come on. I hit block right when he did that attack.
Here it comes. Welcome, Oblivion. Here it comes.
Really didn't think I would do as well as I did there for a little bit, being so aggressive. Normally aggression is not a playstyle that suits me. Eh, jeez. Seems to be kind of inconsistent with when it does and does not let me actually get a hit in on it.
Now witness true power. Behold,
Jeez.
darkness. It's over.
See, there's nothing to do about that one.
Behold the power of darkness.
Come on, really?
Surrender. Here it comes. Here it comes. Open your heart to darkness. It's over. Open your heart to darkness. Surrender. Here it comes. Open your heart to darkness.
Okay, this is getting to be quite a problem. Me not being able to get any attacks in on him.
Here it comes. Open your heart.
Oh my gosh, stop using this stuff that I can't do anything about. Like even when I block that stuff and, you know, try to do some sort of counterattack type thing, he just decides, yeah, no, I'm not gonna give you room for a counterattack. I'm out of MP now. I mean, I do think I still have an ether or something like that that I could potentially use, but
Open your heart to darkness.
I thought for sure that was the right time to dodge. Doggone it. I do not remember him having that ridiculous of an attack spree without allowing you to basically hit him at all. Like, did they make this battle harder in the final mix? What is going on here? Anyway. Okay, real quick. Jeez. Chat stuff catching up. Talking about Alice. Sulks, pouts, cries a lot, immune to being corrupted. Pure of heart, definitely Disney princess material. Okay. Anywho, Sora has his heart, Kyrie's Ven's, and then they say that nobody's developed their own hearts or something in Dream Drop Distance, so he ends up having Roxas and Shion's self-created hearts. I actually think that Naminé was never Kyrie's nobody, or that Roxas was Sora's. Because when you think about it, when Sora becomes a Heartless, it isn't just his heart. Ven's was connected to his too. Roxas is Ven's nobody, but Sora also had Kyrie's heart. And he loved Kyrie so much that as the nobody happened, they were connected in such a way that his nobody became Kyrie's. Naminé actually looks, and her voice is kind of halfway between. I don't know. I try not to think too hard about all that kind of stuff relative to this game. For a second I was about to think, oh, but Vanitas is Ven's, like, I guess that would be more so his Heartless than his nobody or something. I don't know. But that happened well before the whole Sora turning into a Heartless thing anyway. Man, I'm gonna have to redo the cutscene and the fighting and all that kind of stuff all over again, I think. Unless because I hit continue, it'll allow me to skip. Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna adjust my quick menu here a bit. Oh, it has to be set to magic, doesn't it? Well, that's kinda crummy. Okay. Fine, whatever. This is where editing will come in, and for the later YouTube video, I will just edit this stuff down. Unless it lets me skip this. Okay. Vanitas isn't a heartless, more like half of Ven's soul. Yeah. Camera angle sometimes.
Show me your power.
How about no? I'm not gonna get myself into a, you know, easy counterattack situation. Really? Like, why does he double attack there? Sometimes, but not other times. That just...
What now?
Yeah, I'll confess, Al, I'm missing lore from some of the games. There are a bunch of the ones in between, especially in between 2 and 3, that I have not played. I did play Chain of Memories, so I guess all the others that I'm missing, I guess all the ones I'm missing would have to be between 2 and 3. Because Chain of Memories is the only one between 1 and 2, right?
Welcome, Oblivion. Here it comes.
So I'm trying to figure out if reflecting that one projectile thing back at him winds up hurting him at all. Seems like it should for the later part, because otherwise it gives you no way of dealing damage to him. Seems like maybe it does a little damage. So I guess there's that. Alright. Come on.
Now with his true power.
It seriously feels like this battle is harder than it was in the original version, though. I blocked! What is wrong with this game not accepting my blocks sometimes?
Now with his true power.
Darn it. so Owl, I made a new thing in the Nightbot that I put in there just as a message to anyone who, like, might be unfamiliar with the channel and what I do here. It was also me kind of working on my elevator speech, so to speak. Seeing what people thought of it. I figured if I put it out there in text, it'd be a lot easier to see it and have people, you know, able to give an opinion on it. Okay. Maybe I need to not block so much there. And instead try and, like, dodge more and get away from him so he'll do the projectile thing and I can actually hurt him a bit.
There it comes. Behold the power of darkness.
Great, just a little too frequent. Of course, the one time he does it, and I'm not, like, paying attention, or not enough attention to actually deflect it back at him.
Here it comes. Open your heart to darkness.
Nope.
It's over. Here it comes. Here it comes. Behold the power.
And he really doesn't use that one projectile attack near often enough.
It's over.
When he does, it's kind of almost a little unpredictable. Hello! Yav? Anyway, however you pronounce your name, welcome to the stream. I'm fighting the most annoying version of this battle I have ever known. Like, I seriously don't remember this phase being so bad. But again, this is the final mix. I have not played the final mix before, just the original PS2 release of Kingdom Hearts. It's like deflecting that attack is literally the only way that it'll let you deal any damage to Riku at this point. I tried to block after I landed there. Anyway, what's up with me? I'm doing alright. Just a little annoyed with this battle because it seems like the timing of certain things just doesn't want to line up. Hey, I got more HP. More max HP anyway. And the one time I'm sort of expecting his projectile attack, he doesn't do it right away. Yeah, that literally seems to be the only way he's going to let me damage him for the entire rest of the battle, which is absolutely stupid considering how little he's using it.
Open your heart to darkness. It's over.
Sorry, I will try and answer questions here in a little bit. Right now, I'm pretty well focused on this battle, I'm not gonna lie. How did that hit me there?
Behold the power of darkness. Surrender.
Okay, getting close. Jeez.
Here it comes! Behold the power of darkness!
Ow. There we go. Good grief. Anyway. Okay. Owl talking about unversed from other Kingdom Hearts games. Yeah, I do remember unversed coming up in Kingdom Hearts 3. That was the first I had heard of it, because I hadn't played the games between 2 and 3. Anyway. Question from Yav. Does humbleness mean you focus on you mean that you focus on yourself, but you're letting go of your wants and desires?
It won't work.
That's...
The keyhole's not finished yet.
What can we
I
do?
would say humbleness,
Wait,
aka humility,
we got to
is
wake Kyrie
really
up.
more so just
Think you're
focusing
right.
on others and
free
helping
your heart.
them, and not
But
in a way that you expect to get anything back, either.
a keyblade that unlocks people's hearts.
That's the
wonder.
simplest way I would describe
Sora?
humility.
Sora, hold on.
I might have to delay this ad break a bit. Also, I thought I set that particular thing in the Nightbot to only go like every 5 minutes. Seems like it's doing it more than that. Also, how does Sora stabbing himself there end up giving things to all the princesses? Like, Kyrie, sure, I get that. But the others? How does that help them?
What's happening to me? Falling into darkness.
Sora? Are you really? No, he can't be. I won't
She
let
got
him
to see him
go.
for all of like 2 seconds.
So,
Sorry, Yav, I'm not...
I've awakened at last.
I'm trying not to talk over cutscenes too much.
Keyhole
I'm
is
not
now
ignoring you either, though.
complete. You have served your purpose, but now it's over.
And there's Ansem's main form.
Do you think we can stop him all by ourselves?
I don't know.
Impossible.
No! You won't use me for this!
Riku!
You've gotta run! The Heartless are coming!
Keyblade wielder is locked.
What about the keyhole?
Anyway.
Let's just get out of here.
You would think Sora would have turned into a bit more impressive of a Heartless than just a little shadow. Anyway, okay. So, looking at and thinking of other questions and stuff now. If you... Let's see here. If you focus on other people, won't that make you weak because you'd be trying to live for other people? So, I'm saying you're more concerned about helping other people than you are about helping yourself. Now, you do need to be able to, you know, take care of yourself still. You're not, like, humility isn't, oh, I'm just gonna give my entire life to helping other people at the expense of myself. It's, I want to help people to the best of my ability, and to do that, you have to be able to take care of yourself too. But, and now, that doesn't necessarily make you weak. It's not the same thing as, like, you know, being someone's doormat or letting yourself get walked all over. It's, again, it's prioritizing others and prioritizing helping them, especially, more so than you prioritize, you know, your own desires and the things that you honestly could do without. And that doesn't make you weak. It just makes you kind and actually, you know, caring about other people rather than just self-centered. So that's what I'd say humility is. It's really, if anything, it's primarily a lack of self-centeredness. Anyway, so there's lore behind Sora turning into a shadow, specifically. Intent and craving of their power being stronger and more powerful and impressive, the Heartless. Sora had 0 darkness, so he became a weak and pathetic. Okay, I guess because the darkness inside him wasn't that strong, that's why he would have become only a shadow. Anyway, again, I don't claim to have the, you know, official answers, but to my understanding, from a biblical perspective, that's what humility is. And I appreciate you asking that question, though. Anyway, Kyrie, hurry! I can't leave them behind. We can't stay here. The Heartless is after us. Yeah, the Heartless turns out to be Sora. I'll take care of him. Will you now? How exactly?
Sora? Is that you?
Managed to manifest his Heartless as himself. Craved power so fully that he
This
wanted
time
to
I'll
be
protect
his
you.
most strongest self when he was younger. And maybe because, you know, the darkness had completely consumed him, therefore the darkness within him basically took on his entire form. That would explain Xehanort's Heartless being pretty much exactly him.
Kyrie, thank you.
Sora!
Sora!
And a little bit of fighting here soon, maybe.
Go now!
Come with us.
I told you before, I'm not leaving without Belle. Now go! The Heartless are coming.
All right. Let's get out of here.
Okay, maybe not so much with fighting at this exact moment.
Tell me what happened.
Hell, we're all the way back in Traverse Town now.
So the darkness is flowing out of that keyhole.
No wonder there are more and more Heartless everywhere. The only way to stop them
Xehanort had
is...
full control and
Seal the
darkness.
keyhole, right?
He controlled it, not the other way around.
Maybe,
That's why he
but no
totally
one knows
body
what will
jacked
happen
Terra.
once it's sealed.
Well, we can't just stay here. We have to do something. I've got a friend back there.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
apparently have some lore
You
to
have
learn.
one more friend to worry about. Riku's Keyblade must have been born of the captive princess's hearts. Just like that keyhole you saw. Of course, without Kairi's heart, it remained incomplete. Once that Keyblade was destroyed, the princess's hearts should have been freed. Don't worry, Sora. If anyone can save your friend, you can.
Okay, well, that's a lot of story development for this particular recording. I guess we'll follow up on what just happened here in another episode. But the stream continues at least for a little bit. Do you ever think someone's looking at you when you're at the store? Which store? Or is this a game thing or a life situation we're talking about here, Yav? Oh, and I guess now wouldn't be the worst time for an ad break. Why is Donald 2 levels behind Goofy and Sora? I do not know. Maybe just because he's died more often and been... Maybe because he hasn't been active when I've finished important battles more often than Goofy has? I don't know. Okay. I will run a quick ad break. Just so I'm not, like, snoozing all this stuff. I'm also gonna hit record again just in case anything else comes up story-wise that I'm not expecting. But otherwise, yeah. That's probably about gonna wrap it up. I just want to make sure that I can get to a save point before any other story stuff happens. And if it does, I'll have it recorded then and I can edit that into eventual video stuff. But for now, quick ad break. For Twitch, anyway. Should just be me talking to some of these characters here while that's going on. So nothing super important. Thought the keyhole would strengthen the darkness. Or maybe she's like, I thought the keyhole would strengthen the darkness. I mean, the darkness is strong, but still. It's almost as if someone is holding the darkness back. Oh, okay. Maybe my first inflection was more correct there. So the thing about that the store was in real life. Wonder how Riku's doing. Yeah, don't we all? Not sure why, but the Heartless are getting stronger. New types of Heartless are popping up all over the place. If anything happens to us, I know we can count on you, Sora. So there's stronger Heartless everywhere now. Seems the other princesses have been freed as well. Jasmine apparently hasn't returned to Agrabah. I suspect the others are still at the castle too. Why is... Really? I ran an ad break and Twitch is telling me there's still another one coming soon? Why? Is it purely because I ran the 1 minute one instead of the minute and a half one? That's weird. Anyway. I mean, I occasionally wonder what people are thinking about me, but it's usually more so like either because I've done something that I think might be embarrassing or weird, or it's more so people that I already kind of know and I think would maybe care about me, who I worry about what they think that I'm doing. Anyway, what they think about what I'm doing, I guess is what I meant to say there. Yeah, we've got these kinds of Heartless in Traverse Town now. Yeah, I'd say the Heartless are getting stronger. Or just stronger Heartless are showing up everywhere. Yeah. But you know, most of the time I'm trying not to do things that I think would make people think I'm weird. But yeah, I'll be real. I'm not like the most confident person in the world. See, now it's saying there's another ad break. Oh, it just popped the other 30 seconds on. Okay. That's a weird ad break situation there. Trying to get rid of that because that brings pride. I mean, I'm sure for some people that can be pride, but not everybody who thinks that way. It's because of pride per se. At least that's not what I would think it is. Like, I certainly wouldn't generally associate insecurity with pride. But, I mean, in a way, I mean, it certainly could be pride in some cases because it's like you're so worried about what other people will think because you think you're important enough to be worried about. Which, I mean, I guess there's a little bit of that. That's not usually what I'm thinking when I'm, like, worried about doing something embarrassing or whatever, but most of the time it's just like, I don't know. Like, I've had people insult me, judge me, or whatever for essentially doing nothing wrong, which makes me worry that much more about what they would think if I am actually doing something wrong or weird or whatever. Like, then it would actually seem deserved, but then it makes me worry all that much more about, you know, that kind of perception because I'm actually doing something wrong, and on top of having been judged previously for not really doing anything wrong. Because, like, if they judge me for doing nothing wrong, how much more will that be when I actually do something wrong? I don't know. That's kind of my thought process, but I don't know. It certainly can be a pride thing, but I wouldn't say it inherently is all the time. Anywho, okay. That is all that I really had planned for this particular evening. I've got stuff I could potentially give Goofy. What exactly would I give him? Well, I could give him Berserk and Cheer, maybe? Otherwise, it would be not much of anything that I care that much about. End of stream? Yeah, kind of leaning towards that anyway. I'm just, while I'm here, checking on abilities and other things that form an aerial combo. Or sorry, from an aerial combo, unleash an extremely powerful finishing combo attack to the enemy below. Also another critical plus. Definitely something to think about. But stun impact is good too. I don't know. So how do I forget myself and my qualities? That is, I mean, I'll be real, that's a struggle for a lot of people. I'd say I mean, especially biblically speaking, the best way to remedy that is just staying focused on Jesus and doing what he would do, doing what God wants us to do, rather than focusing on ourselves and or other people. Like, if we're focused on God, we're not really worried about ourselves and, you know, our standing in life. We're not worried about even what people think of us in a prideful way. And we're not worried about other people. And when I say not worried, I mean, it's not that we don't care about what happens at all. It's more so that, you know, we're looking to do the best that we can by focusing on God and what he would have us do. And I just realized I totally had the stream topic wrong this entire time that I've been playing Kingdom Hearts. Talk about not focusing on things other than... Oh, man. Yeah, it's... But that's kind of the core... One of the core issues that we run into in life is, you know, worrying about ourselves. Our desire to focus on ourselves and worry about what's happening to us, as opposed to, you know, God, and more specifically, at least for the Christians, his spirit within us, leading us to want to focus more on him instead. The flesh and the spirit are constantly, like, you know, at odds with each other, and it's a delicate balance. Anywho, all right. I do believe I would like to wrap up the stream here. Yeah, there's a somewhat popular phrase, "Let go and let God." That's kind of what that's saying there. Is to not worry so much about yourself and your circumstances, and just keep turning it to God. Because there's no being better to do that. And we just now have somebody popping in on YouTube, suggesting I do a YouTube Shorts stream sometime. I'm assuming that's what that says, yeah. I honestly haven't figured out how that works. And for the most part, a lot of what I do wouldn't work as well in a vertical format, honestly. Anyway, Al, if you have a suggestion for a raid target, then I'm good with that. But, okay. I will say, I have been raiding Empress Chronicle quite a bit. This will be like the third time in the past couple of weeks. But, maybe one more time. Anyway, I appreciate the suggestion over on YouTube. I'm not super concerned about trying to cater just to that. If I could figure out a way to pull some of this stuff off, maybe I'll do something, but I don't want to take away from the normal stuff that I do in the meantime. Anywho, okay, let me get ready for the rating on Twitch, and then we will wrap things up. Turn down people's volume on Twitch. See, and now I also feel like anyway, okay, we'll do the raid as planned for Empress Chronicle, and then we'll be out of here, I guess. in the near future, I might be a little more decisive in picking the raid targets myself. Anywho, that's going to do it for me. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I'll see you soon for another stream. In between, you can go check out my YouTube videos and that kind of stuff. But, yeah. Whatever happens, till next time, stay cool, everybody.